trajectory of making international appearances or representative appearances, just 23 years of age and very much fancied. We'll see how he and the Bulls go in this first scrum, which will be fed by Luke McGrath. Well, after the big build-up, we don't get a scrum. Van der Fleer, and around the corner, Leinster come, and their first foray into the Bulls 22. It's there for McGrath. They've hit their straps early of Leinster, and the Bulls will want to get this defensive set right. Up go the flags, and Leinster have the lead. It's 3 points to 0 after 4.5 minutes. And the Bulls get an opportunity to get their hands on the ball and run through a couple of phases. Back comes Rusin. It'll chip over the top, and McGrath is the quickest to react. Lovely feet to evade the first tackler. It's there for Alalotoa, the Samoan prop forward recruited by Leinster during the summer. He makes his Leinster debut this afternoon. Creel did well to get across, and that was right out of the Super Rugby playbook, that one. And away comes Hendricks, Cornell Hendricks, the 12 times capped South African winger. But David Creel, the 22-year-old, that showed a lot of confidence in himself and in Hendricks to pull that one off. Burger's kick. And Leinster have the ball back through Jonathan Sexton. James Lowe, he'll be relishing an opportunity at that dry ball on a warm afternoon in the Aviva in September. Ryan and Sexton, and Leinster through Ringrose, and then Keenan, and Van der Fleer is there, and Van der Fleer into the 22. Josh Van der Fleer, on he goes, over he goes. And the Vodacom Bulls 0.
Just a little bit too easy for Leinster at the minute. More than a point per minute.
Eventually, Jonathan Sexton steps up to the ball, but the prep time was put to good use. Through the centre it goes.
Just Glasgow very frantic also. Need a bit of structure.
And that one is back on the Bulls side, but there was no one there to receive it, and Leinster have it once more. Taken on by Caelan Doris, and Van der Fleer, who started at a rate of knots on his shoulder. Duplessis can't get at it, goes off his feet. Little dink over from Sexton for all he's after it. It breaks down for Ringrose. Porter! Andrew Porter.
I think it was maybe Cornell Hendricks had a go at it, but again, the Bulls line out. They need to try and get some field position in this game, or it's going to be away from them very quickly. Frawley goes up to try and get it. Ringrose, thank you. He was almost going to throw the dummy and go himself, but Andrew Porter, he will love that one. A nice pick-up with a low pass. Dives over, and we'll maybe see after this, he fires the ball into the crowd.
Another successful one. You feel they need a little bit of possession, a bit of territory, and a couple of moments of just being able to get through some phases without Leinster coming back at them at a rate of knots. And here is Caelan Doris again. 22-18, and of course the Sharks play Munster a little later on tonight, as Ringrose runs into a big tackle from Coetzee. And Mike Adamson took the front rows from both sides, including the replacements across, along with his officiating party, and was very clear with both, from what I could see, about what he was expecting from the scrums. He hasn't got it so far. McGrath and Lowe combine. McGrath's away through the gears into the 22. What a run from the scrum half. Can he get the support? He can. Wonderful offload. Van der Fleer, that was forward.
Can go the whole way. As we see it again, brilliant from Lowe, draws his man back on the inside, the trail from McGrath. And you can see Lowe, he was screaming for it on his outside, but the blinkers were on. That's actually a fantastic offload off the deck, and Josh Van der Fleer, one pass too many. The dark arts is, you and I don't know too much about, Ryle, in the front row.
Well, you were sitting on the side of enough of them to know what was going on.
I just packed down and pushed, that's all I done.
That's the last action of what has been a really engaging opening game at the Aviva Stadium between Leinster and the Bulls. Of course, on something of a tour now with this game, and then next they go to Connacht. We'll talk about that in a moment, because here come Leinster again. Frawley picks it up off his toes. Ringrose running out of room, comes back inside up to 5 meters short. Pace from the breakdown gives Gibson Park Tracy, and then Gibson Park Sexton, and Alala-Toa in midfield, and he's in search of a debut try. Gibson Park digs it out. Bulls back in defensive line again. Last time they were here, they found a way of digging themselves out of the hole defensively. Can they do so again? Alala-Toa around the corner, runs into a wall of white. Pace sucked out of this Leinster attack, but still they have the weapon of their own physicality and knock it forward, and it's there for the Bulls, and they look to turn defence into attack. And out wide immediately, and Tambwe away and back inside. The pass just doesn't go to hand. Sexton picks it up and chips it over the top, but he can't chase as he's put to ground just as the ball left his boot. Bulls have it just outside their own 22, but considering where they were moments ago. Leinster 5 meters short of the Bulls line. Surely another try now, and that will be the end of the Bulls' effort. And Leinster know that this moment is significant, and there are lots of bodies in there, and there's a try awarded. It's James Tracy who gets up from behind a pile of glue. Another good one from the boot of Johnny Sexton, who will feel surely a decent day. And they've spilled this one, but Ringrose did well to gather up possession again. Ball knocked backwards, lovely hands. Ross Byrne, O'Loughlin, and back inside to Ryan Baird in the second row. He is absolutely magic in attack. Van der Fleer, Leinster warming to it again. Ringrose, lovely pass. Ross Byrne, there's the fourth try. Johnny Sexton controlled it when he needed to.
Yeah, you just flipped that over though for the Bulls. You know, Marcel Coetzee, I've watched him so many times for Ulster over the last couple of seasons, and he's been anonymous here today.
Gibson Park goes one way, Deegan comes back the other, and here's Osborne and Frawley and O'Loughlin, a big space opens up in front of him, and Deegan is hit really well from the side. I think it was Lowe who got back to make the tackle. Gibson Park a bit messy at the back, but into touch it goes, and that will be that.